Hello my dear students, we are discussing the chapter indefinite integration, and in this module we are discussing sums which are of the form a cos x plus b sin x upon c cos x plus d sin x. Let's look at a very tricky question in this particular module, and let us look at an interesting method also. Now this particular question I call it as tricky because the integral is not in the standard form. As per the standard form, the numerator should be in terms of sin and cos, which is not the case in this sum. The denominator also should be in terms of sin and cos. Again, that is not the case. Whereas we have denominator in terms of cot. We also know that cot can be written as cos upon sin. So if you understand that this sum is from this type, you also know the first step now. So in the next step, what we are going to do is write cot as cos upon sin. So the denominator will be 1 minus cos x upon sin x. Now that makes it clear. The next obvious step is taking LCM. That is multiplying the sin x to the 1 and bringing it to the numerator. So what we'll get is integral of sin x upon sin x minus cos x dx. There is no cosine term, or I can say in the numerator, or I can say that the coefficient of cos in the numerator is 0. So now the question fits the type. Having the method, numerator is a times denominator plus b times its derivative. So what I am supposed to do here is write sin x in terms of the denominator, that is sin x minus cos x, correct? And its derivative, so that is nothing but cos x plus sin x. Is that okay? We are supposed to write sin x in terms of sin x minus cos x and cos x plus sin x. Now my dear students, if you observe a small thing here, the addition of the two, sin x minus cos x and cos x plus sin x, is nothing but 2 sin x. Already my numerator is in terms of sin. What is missing is 2. So now if I observe this, I can reduce my calculation of finding a and b by solving simultaneously. Instead, we will do direct adjustment. So in this case, I will multiply a 2 outside the integral to the denominator and 2 to the numerator. So 1 by 2 integral of 2 sin x upon sin x minus cos x dx. Now my dear students, half integral will remain as it is. Instead of 2 sin x, let me write sin x and sin x. Effectively it is the same. Now what we will do is add subtract cos x, because then it satisfies the condition, that is numerator is sum a into denominator plus b into derivative upon the denominator does not change, sin x minus cos x dx. Now my dear students, we very well understand the denominator is a single term here, so we will separate. So what we will get is half integral of, now if I separate the two terms here, sin minus cos upon sin minus cos gets cancelled to give me 1, and then following it is plus cos x plus sin x upon sin x minus cos x dx. Is that okay my dear students? So that will be written as equal to half integral 1 dx plus half integral of d by dx of sin x minus cos x upon sin x minus cos x dx. Now integral 1 dx is x, so in the next step we can write is equal to x by 2 plus, now this integral here is of the form f dash x upon f of x, so the answer is log mod of f of x. So can I say plus half log mod of sin x minus cos x plus c, and that is our final answer. It cannot be simplified further. Now let us take one interesting question, but using the shortcuts of the entrance method. So let us see the entrance question. It says if the integral 4 cos x plus 3 sin x upon 2 sin x plus cos x dx is evaluated as ax plus b log of 2 sin x plus cos x plus c, then what is the value of a and b? Now my dear students, let us copy the question. This is the question. Now if you know the standard form, it says a cos x plus b sin x upon c cos x plus d sin x. If you see, the denominator of the given integral is not in the standard form. So let me just put this denominator here. Now let us replace it with cos x plus 2 sin x. That is, I have just rewritten in the standard form. So now we can say the value of A is nothing but 4. Value of B is 3. Value of C is 1 and value of D is 2. Why do we require these? To find the value of A, which is given by the formula AC plus BD upon C square plus D square. That's 4 into 1 plus 3 into 2 upon 1 square plus 2 square. Effectively, the numerator is 10, denominator is 5. So what we get is 10 upon 5, which is nothing but 2. Now the moment you get A is 2, you can understand that option D cannot be the answer. My dear students, you should start eliminating the options as soon as you start doing some steps in the entrance. Is that okay? So option D is not the answer. We have to find the value of B. So B is given by AD minus BC upon C square plus D square. So AD minus BC will become 8 minus 3 upon 1 square plus 2 square. That is nothing but 1. So B is 1. A is 2. That is nothing but option B is my correct answer. Option B is the correct answer. That's all we have in this module. Thank you very much.